guys and gals. We have what I would call the most interesting, exciting, that's the right word, episode for me, myself. And it is, we are finally getting to the Gold Chariot, and we have just another mess. It's just chaos. But sometimes you have to create chaos to, you know, get things together and to find all the parts that you're going to need for the upcoming swap meet in Springfield, Ohio, because that's where we're going. We have a lot. So this episode, we're gonna go ahead and delete these seats here, see how bad this floor is, delete the carpet, and we're going to get just a good old parts list on what we have and what we don't have. And it looks like the trunk is just gonna need a little bit of repair. That's Bondo again. I don't know. Yep. Apparently it's used in beds, trunks, quarter panels. It's a multi-purpose kind of thing, that bondoage. We're not doing that. We're going to replace the floor. Yep. Those things, the trunk, gutter extension thingies, we're replacing those. The quarter panels we're in a mild debate about, because they're actually in really good shape from what I can see. In like, they're actually metal. I don't think I'm replacing those. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't even think I'm removing them, because they are solid as heck on both sides. I mean, there's a little bit of, hey, this needs fixed right here-ish. But other than that, I mean, they're pretty darn solid. I mean, this is actual metal, and the good thing is you can see it right there. I mean, they are metal. Now, if I dig in and I find out that I don't have as much metal as I thought, we're absolutely going to do that. Door panels, I think a little bit of Armor All and they will come right around. Maybe not. It's kind of, you know, seasoned. You know, it is what it is. You know, so it's a 69 model. She's been sitting outside for 30 plus. Which brings me to a question for you guys. Hopefully I have some northern type Ohio people watching. This car came from Portage, Ohio. I have like this much of the story. I need the rest. If anybody knows somebody named Larry Rittenauer, have him contact me. I'll be more than glad to, like, you know, give this dude some revenue for his time. I want the story on this car. I want to know. I want pictures. Anything of this car back in its heyday. This car story needs to be told. I'm reviving it. You know, it's not going to sit in a garage or outside a garage for 30 plus. She's going to be, it's going to live again. I really want to know everything about it. I know that he sold it to his nephew, and his nephew is the one that ripped the whole nose off of it. And that's where this SS Racing Dean came from, which we're going to replace that. But anyway, I just really desperately want this story on this car. I need to have it. I have to have it. This car came from Portage, Ohio. Medina area, Medina, however you say it. And this tag was on it. And I can't really make out what year it was, because I think it says 89. It does. I'll be dipped, because it looks like that says Ohio 90 maybe right there. So that is the last time this tag was active. Was apparently 89 or 90. To my understanding, the car was wrecked in 89. to my understanding. My new friend Vince has been trying to hook me up with, you know, some story on it. And he remembered this car was his best friend's uncle's car. And the car ended up going to his best buddy. His best buddy wrecked it. And something about it ended up outside for 30 years. And Vince kept on bugging his buddy, man, sell me the car, sell me the car. And he finally did. And whenever he did, Vince said, hey, man, this thing needs more than a scut, you know, just a buff and paint and a motor thrown in it. It needs a lot, which is why it has all these brand new parts. Vince was actually going to restore this car, and he realized it was over his head. So he did the right thing and let the thing go. Now, the kids I bought it off of was like 20 minutes south of Cleveland, which, if you don't know where that is, I drove 4.5 hours and spent a bunch of money to buy a car in this shape. I'm not kidding you. So I don't regret it, because this is always what I wanted. And honestly, it's went up in value since I've owned it, and that's not even a joke. It's a clean title car, and it's mostly here. We're going to go get the rest this weekend. But this car has sat forever and ever and ever. So we're going to do what should be done. We're keeping the whole outside of this car the original Olympic gold. We're putting the black stripes that was once on it. Now, these are not factory stripes by no means. These are aftermarket. They're painted on though. I'll be dipped. Huh. Okay, I'll take that back. As far as I know, those are not factory stripes. This should not be, as far as I know, a real Z28, because it is what is called an X11 car. X11s can be small block SS. I don't really know what dates they were built, none of that. I don't know a whole lot about identifying real versus false, except for this here. Now, I did tell you that I'm thinking that this car is originally an automatic. Shoot, you can't see it. Anyway, down here on this pedal, if I had better lighting, you could see it easier, but there would be a round disc on the center of that would designate disc brakes. Your SS's, your Z28s, they're going to have that. This one does not. Now, this car, I still believe 100% is originally a V8 automatic car. I have my assumptions. That's what I'm thinking, because I need to grab a light. Okay, well, here's what's going to happen, guys and gals. I'm going to start ripping this sucker apart. First, I'm going to vacuum clean up all this nasty, you know, animals has been living in me for the last 30 years kind of stuff out of here. So I'm sure it smells deliciousness. And then we're going to go into, see, I got my light there. So we're going to go into all of the, what I thinks and why I thinks. Yeah, that sounds gooder. Well, I don't want to say that we ran into a whole bunch of craziness, but, you know, I think the most solid thing on the floor was the carpet, because it's, yep, that's the floor. And there, that's the underneath, you know, the concrete on the floor is what that is. And, I'm just going to put this in perspective for you fellas and fellas. If seats haven't moved in, like, I don't know, 30 years, maybe a little more, you probably shouldn't expect them to slide back and forth. And therefore, you shouldn't expect bolts to, like, move. They kind of become part of the other metal. You see that? Isn't that magical? So we took an air hammer and we cut the crap out of it. Now we just cut the floor of it, can't talk, guys. My gosh, this thing is so thirsty. Thirsty? Is that a word? Thirsty? Maybe I'm thirsty. Dirty, nasty. That's a new word. Thirsty. Dirty, nasty. I mean, look what's on the floor, boys and girls. I'm just... To say that we have our work cut out for us is... I mean, the good thing is most of it's already gone. So, not a whole lot of cutting, I don't think. So, that's more gooder. And the driver floor just got better. Flintstone style floors. Oh my gosh, this thing. So, you know, yep, more right there-ish. Oh my gosh, this thing's killing me. So it actually was sucking up so much rust and mouse nest kind of stuff that it clogged up the hose. So I threw the hose outside. Yeah, I don't know how a door is catching on a fender whenever there's nothing left for it to catch on. But I mean, that's what's happening. It's just, I'll turn the bottom hinge. That's good. Because there's no way near enough stuff to replace on this car, so. But anyway, I'm telling you, we got our work cut out. That's for sure. We are going to replace this panel here because we already have it. That's a good thing. We're going to have to get a metal dash. That one's a little bit, she's a little crusty. Well, again, I have to get a, you know, a foam dash. We're going to have to get one of these side cowls. That's not a big deal. I think we're going to be okay with this part here. And I think we're going to go with toe boards. Because, well, they're shot, you know. They're shot. Like, yeah, they're rough. They're real rough. I don't know. We're going to see what they offer. This is a mount here, isn't it? Is this a mount? I don't know. This is a mount for sure. So that's gooder. This is steering, which apparently I've just thrown in there. And you know, the good thing is what's here, we're just going to finish ripping all the apart. No, we're not going to take this side apart because it's good. But this metal here, yep, I'm going to have to buzz that on off. Get rid of it. The quarter panels, I don't know if I told you guys, have been replaced. And as you can see, they didn't replace the vent. So that's great. I don't know really where they... Okay, they must have went here because it looks bubble gummed. So I don't know on that if we should just, you know, fix that or go ahead and go for a whole new quarter. I kind of hate to replace a quarter that looks, I mean, it looks pretty darn good. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear on that. Part of the reason why I want to replace the quarter is they went up here and cut, and they didn't go up here and cut. You know what I mean? And then they lapped the vinyl top back over it because this was a vinyl top car. And this piece we have brand new. We need to see about gutters. They sell gutter kits that you can buy. So I'm going to have to write that down. Or, you know, just maybe look for a whole new 69 Camaro. I don't know. No, we're going to fix this one. This will be fine. I believe we're going to go for a whole trunk pan, possibly. But up there looks good. So what we're going to do is probably... Gosh, this thing's killing me. Okay, that's not correct. And this is fiberglass. Holy cow. Yep. So I have one side of this. So I don't know if that's both sides. And the passenger side, it seems like for some reason, the driver's side took the like blunt of all the rust. Must have been the way it was setting. Like right here at the window, this is another reason why I want to replace the quarter. Now I can make this piece, but you know, I don't know. Do I want to make it is the thing. And not only that, we got some roughage right here. You know, we got not so gooderage right here. And more than likely, I'm going to have to pull the quarters anyway. I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. I'm brand new at this, guys. You know, I'm going to have to pick on Delmer. And if any of you guys know, be more than verbal out there. Tell me, no, you big dummy, you don't have to do that. You can do this. You know, whatever. Believe me, I'll listen. But there's, I mean, see, there's like a love hole right there. So we might go for a driver quarter and maybe save that quarter on the passenger. Maybe that's the thing we do. Because there was another nice, not so nice spot right here where the quarter meets and all this. And it's not even, yeah. So I see bondage where they've done some magic. I mean, overall though, I'm not a body guy. I mean, as you guys know, I mean, I'm just now learning. But I think the top may be salvageable. It actually doesn't look as bad as what I originally thought that it did. This right here is the worst part, and this part, which I have that, and we can, but it is rough a little bit around the front windshield as well. There's like a couple love spots. Boom, boom. There's like 2 or 3 of them. So we will end up making some patch panels for those. Like right in there. See how that's not so gooderish. But that's all doable stuff there. You know. Yes, it will be time consuming, but you know, there's even a hole right up here at the top, you know, which I'm not a real big fan of. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the fact that it was a vinyl top car, but overall, this stuff is just kind of porous. Not super, super deep. Some of them's a little deeper than what I like. Like right there, it looks like the craters of the moon right in here. I don't know why. But I can easily take my welder, we can grind this down and put in metal. So that doesn't necessarily mean this needs, I mean, it's honestly, it's hard as a rock. And then I was vacuum cleaning and I found this. This is magical because it's Bondo and it's formed. I mean, it's solid. Don't know what she goes to. So anyway, we got to make a huge parts list, and we're just going to have to see what we can find. If you guys know of anything that these cars absolutely, positively are known for that I don't, I think I have both inner, maybe they're outer rockers. Shoot, I don't know. I'm going to actually have to look. Sorry about sniffling, guys, but if I don't, my head may pop off. But, yeah, but I'll tell you this. The thing I was looking for, you will not believe it. So, I had to cut out these seats, right? And what do you think I found underneath the driver's seat? Mouse nest. Yep. Big, big mouse nest. And then, like, the very first thing I took out was pretty amazing, though. Because the seats are just in pretty good shape. I'm not going to lie to you. Look at this. This is a 1969 original. I'm actually just going to throw some shine on it and see how she looks. But underneath the bottom part of this seat, guess what? Mouse nest. Yep, big one. Right underneath there. Yep. And then, just when I was about to give up, I took off This door panel, you know what I saw? Nothing. It wasn't there either. So, more than likely we do not have a build sheet, and that's okay. I kind of expected it. I even peeled back the door panels just to kind of take a little peek-see. And, well, I guess I didn't pull back this one enough. Come here, little fella. Well, we'll worry about that one later. I don't want to ruin it, you know, because it's so mint. Well, not there, but, you know. It's just thought, I don't know. I thought about getting new doors just because I already have one new door, which is this side. And as you can see, it closes perfectly. I honestly think that is fault of the subframe, because it's connected to this real sloppy floor. And I believe that it's doing this kind of motion too. I don't know. I just don't think it's really stable. So we'll be dropping that subframe once we set her back over here, because I think this is where we're going to do our work to it. That way, so we can keep the lift open, this open. Tell you the truth, guys, I just wanted to get this thing in the main bay of the shop so we could just tear the guts out of it, and then make a really good parts list without crowding ourselves. We're going to take the doors off probably tomorrow night, and that way so we can have better access whenever we start doing this floor, you know. And the trunk and everything else that needs done to this car. But it's not going to just sit in this bay and not have anything done to it anymore. It is time for the 69. It's time. And we're going to save him, and he's going to run the streets again. He's going to run it in LS style. That's right. We're going to have that all aluminum, more than likely the 6-liter over there on that engine stand on the far bay. More than likely that's going to be the flavor of it. We may stick the 5.3 in it. I don't know. More than likely she's going to have the 6-liter. But, you know, it's going to go as budget and time allots. And like I say, not really planning on this one to have a budget at all. But, you know, we are hoping plans don't change. Plans somewhat has already changed a little bit for me. So I'm going to be having shoulder surgery, and that stinks. So I'm going to try to cram as many of these videos as I can before the surgery, because I'm going to be down for a while. I'm not really sure how long. So bear with me, guys and gals. Maybe we'll do some car shows and stuff like that and just keep it real. You know what I mean? But we're going to try to keep on making content as long as we can, as much as we can, until we just can't. And as you can see, we have plenty of YouTube gold. So it's not going to be lack of YouTube gold, Bill Nichols. It's going to be just the shoulder. It's going to really hold me up. So we're going to try to bust some tail, get some stuff done. I would really like to do the 6-speed swap on the Trans Am before it happens. That's right, I said it. You can still drive a 6-speed with one arm as long as you still have the right one. So, you know, we're kind of leaning toward that, I ain't gonna lie. So, we got that to do. We got Mommy's hood to paint, and we got the beloved 69 and the 66 to start on. So, whew. We definitely have our work cut out for us, and we're going to make a huge parts list. I'll get back with you guys and show you what we got, what we can find, what we could afford, I guess. You know, hopefully the COVID prices has gone away and we can get some good deals up there. But right now, I think we're aiming for a complete floor and a complete trunk. Of course, front fenders, the grille. I have the headlights, so that's a plus. I have a tail pan. I have a brand new tail pan sitting over there in the corner, rear bumper, trunk lid, spoiler. I mean, we have odd and end stuff, like I said, we have one new door. We have a brand new cowl hood. But we have to make old girl solid before we go bolting on anything like that. So I'm probably going to aim for another door. Definitely a driver's side quarter, because I just don't like that. I think the roof we're going to be able to save. I truly do, because I think if we get quarters, we'll just cut right here where it's been fixed before or factoried, I don't know. And then we'll add that in, go from there. And then that'll take care of that hole, and something just moved. Don't know what that was. Anyway, so that'll take care of that big old hole right there. This will be taken care of. This gutter will be taken care of right here. That gutter will be taken care of. This one should, because it's going to come on the new lip. It should come on that new lip over there. So then really we only have to worry about this one right here. This little section right here. So maybe we can figure something out. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to go get a parts list, and it's just going to take us all night to do, because I don't really know half of the stuff I need to order, which is a good thing, because I'd probably cry. But anyway, if you guys know this car, know any history about it, pictures of it, please get a hold of me. I would love to have pictures of this car back in its heyday, anything about it. Like I say, it came from Portage, Ohio, Medina, Ohio area is what I'm guessing. So if you guys know anything, have any pictures of it, I would love to see it. Like I say, it was a flat steel hood, not a cowl hood. Somebody put a 4-speed in it, because the 4-speed come out of a 64 Malibu that was in it with a blow-proof bell housing. At one time, it had Hillborn injection. So I'm just saying, if you guys know anything, man, shoot me a message. I'd appreciate the heck out of it. Sorry I'm just yammering, but, you know, I'm pretty excited about this project. Thank you guys for listening, watching, and it's about to get real interesting. If you guys got any tips or tricks, by all means, throw them out there. I'll be more willing to listen. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time here on Right Turn Garage TV. It's going to get hairy. We'll see you next time.